bit different tonight, man. I am live with Cowboys Factory. He is joining me through Discord, but we're having some problem with the. I can hear him, but it's not clear. He's still working on it. Are you still working on that, Cowboy? All right, hold on. Oh, that one. Is that one it?
All right, can you hear me now?
There we go. Okay. Hey, Cowboys Factory, man. Welcome to the show here for the first time on
All right,
YouTube.
I was using Bluetooth, but now hopefully it's better.
Yeah, it's much better, man. It seems much better,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Bluetooth's not necessarily the best.
Yeah, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear anything you were saying. Thank God you figured that shit out. Otherwise, it was probably not gonna be able to work out.
Yup.
All right. Something I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the light thing right here for at least a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, because I gotta fix some of the lights. They're not the greatest. Let's see here. Um. All right. I think that's better. I think I just made. All right. Much better lighting. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna do this. We've been doing this for the last 3 weeks on TikTok, so we decided to move it to YouTube to get more views and stuff like that. But this is our weekly NFL preview. We talk about the games from last week. We preview this week. Any news? But let's get started, Cowboys Factory. Let's get this puppy going, man.
Yeah, I can't see the chat. I'm gonna try and go and see if there's anything.
There's nobody on. I'm reading it. I'm reading the chat right now. Daniel, what's up?
I'll try and keep an eye on that as well too.
I'll make sure. I'll read the chat, man. Daniel just said hello, but I'll tell you that there's nobody in the chat right now.
Oh, hi Daniel. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Welcome in, buddy.
Nice to see you.
Yep. All right, let's get this shit popping, man. Let's get this poppy started, man.
All right. So, um, let's see. Man, last week was definitely very interesting. We had a lot of games and stuff. I'm trying to pull up the games right now.
All right. I know a few. I know the Packers, Cowboys, Buccaneers, Seahawks. I think the Chargers and the 49ers and the Eagles and the Commanders. But I still not sure about the rest of them.
Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go recap last week. So last week, that's right. We had the Eagles and Texans. That's right.
That was Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, last week. So early on, it looked like the Eagles were in trouble, but then they got some turnovers on the defense, and they definitely were able to get things going. And now they're obviously, that's mainly what I took away from it. The Eagles, they're a really good team. Their defense stepped up when their offense was struggling, and Dallas got it, had a great team.
Yes, I believe he had like 9 catches, a touchdown. I think it was 14-14 at a halftime, but then the Eagles outscored them 15 to was it like 3 or something in the second half? And that's how they won the game at the end. The defense stepped up in the second half and won the game. I believe the final score was like 29-17.
Yeah.
Yep, they step up defensively.
Yeah, that was for sure. Yeah, that's what I would take away from this game. And then the next game we'll talk about is we both picked Eagles for that game, is Colts and Patriots. And oh man, the Colts, they got blown out in this game. Jonathan Taylor was out. The Patriots, they just dominated them 26-3. And apparently, it was enough for Frank Wright and a lot of players to lose his job. And then they decided to hire Jeff Saturday. So that whole situation is just crazy with the Colts this year.
Yeah, man. They, I'm not sure if they're going with the right direction with Sam Erlington over frickin' Matt Ryan. I don't know about that one. I wouldn't be surprised if Saturday makes the adjustment, and after 1 week, if Sam Erlington struggles, he goes back to Matt Ryan. Let me say hello to some people in the chat. Colby Albertson, what up, Daniel?
Oh yeah, I also have the chat as well too. I can definitely see it. I'm not
all right,
but I do see the chat. Hi Colby, what's up?
Kobe says, CEA, what up? You guys moved? Yeah, we moved to YouTube. TikTok was just not. The views weren't really good, and we couldn't figure some stuff out on TikTok. But yeah, I feel more comfortable on YouTube. I feel like, yeah, exactly. YouTube is better. Shout out to C and Cowboy 10. Hey, I appreciate that, Kobe. I don't know if
Thank
I don't know if I'm gonna do a live stream tonight because I don't know if I want to do 3 streams, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see for sure.
Already my second stream of the day.
Yeah.
I already did like about a 25-minute, 30-minute stream earlier today, so I don't know if I. Yeah, but we'll see. But let's continue, man. Welcome in, Kobe. Welcome in, Daniel, and anybody.
I see that. Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Continue to come in, the puppy, and let's like it up. Let's blow this shit up. Let's go, man.
Yep, I'll keep an eye on it as well too. But yeah, that was definitely something crazy for sure. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Colts this week. But yeah, they just definitely got blown out by the Patriots.
Yes, they We'll see what they do with the quarterback situations. That's what I'm interested in with Sam Erlington and Matt Ryan, and even Nick Foles, I guess, might get playing time. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens for sure. And then the next game here is this game kind of mattered to me because the Cowboys they played this week is the Packers and Lions. This game had me like, what happened to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers? He threw 2 or 3 interceptions to Detroit Lions. The Lions were able to hold on 15-9, and I thought if the Packers got a touchdown or if they kicked some field goal that not forced down, they could have won this game. But man, it was ugly for Green Bay.
Yeah, I think three interceptions for Rodgers. I think at one point he tried to throw one to the freaking offensive lineman back to Barry. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Very weird game. He went on the Pat McAfee and he pretty much said it wasn't. He didn't even give the Detroit Lions credit. He said it was more us playing bad football. So yeah, man, they're 3-6. They're looking terrible. They got a huge, a complicated schedule coming up with the Cowboys, the Titans, and I think they got somebody else coming up. It's not looking good for the Packers, man. We'll see what happens this week, man. Hey, Blaze McCoy, what up, man? This is our new show.
Blaze McCoy, what's up?
What's up, buddy? This is a new show we're doing.
We moved from TikTok to YouTube. Obviously, you're just saying my audio. Can't see my face. Don't have it set up. Sorry about that. We can see.
Yes, we've been doing this show on TikTok, but we decided to move over to YouTube because TikTok wasn't working out, and we didn't understand a lot of the settings. But yeah, man, I feel like TikTok is more for like girls or like comedy. I don't know. I just feel like it's not really a sports platform.
I think it's okay, but yeah, just.
To me, I feel like TikTok and Instagram are more girl dominant. I just always felt that TikTok, you can get in as a comedian, maybe like a comedian, but
Fair enough.
not as a sports contactor. They don't really care about that. So that's why we decided to move over to YouTube. We've been here for freaking 7 years now. So yeah, more established. But let me say hello to the chat here. Rams will bounce back against the Arizona Cardinals, dude. We are going to
talk about that game, and I'm just not too happy about all these injuries and stuff.
Yes.
Football team, but anyway, we're not going to talk about that. But it's just crazy. We'll get into all these games.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 quarterbacks that are questionable this week: Matthew Stafford from the Rams, Kyler Murray from the Cardinals, and Josh Allen from the Bills.
I unfortunately have them too. Oh my goodness.
Oh Jesus! You don't know whether you have 2 of those for your fantasy. Jesus Christ!
Different teams, yeah. I'm honestly taking a break from my.
Oh my goodness, dude! I can't believe. Hey, Blaze McCoy, shout out for the mention on Twitter, man. I appreciate that, buddy. I just got the notification on the top that you mentioned.
Hello, Sonic Boom, and hello, Big Wood as well too.
All right. Let's thank you. Okay, one more time. Let me say this. Thank you, Blaze McCoy, for the shout out on. I just got the pop up mention on Twitter. I appreciate that, my dog. Anyways, let's see here. What else is going on? Do you think OBJ got signed? Yeah, I think soon it's coming up, man. OBJ, Odell Beckham should be getting signed soon, man. I can't wait.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Blaze McCoy, and that's me, Cowboy X Factor. I can put a link, I guess, or I have to sign up for that. But yeah, just search up on YouTube, and that's me. I'm talking to that guy. I don't have audio and stuff set up. I don't have my face and stuff set up for today. I have apologies about that. But yeah, I appreciate you for sharing it on Twitter, though, for sure.
Hey, what up, Bigwood? Welcome to the show. How you doing, Bigwood? Who is that? Cowboys Factor. I got you.
I just said that, yeah.
Cowboys Factor is the co-host. Who you think will sign Odell Beckham? I'm hearing the Cowboys or the Bills, but the Bills, I don't know now because of Josh Allen. Now they're saying his elbow's like maybe slight tear, slight sprain. At least it's not torn. But yeah, he might. I don't know, man. We'll see.
I honestly think a lot of these guys, if they're gonna play, they might play bad. Honestly, for me, I'm hoping they play, but we'll see.
Yeah, man.
That's just me. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I don't think it's gonna be the Rams or the Packers. They're not having good seasons.
No.
I think it's. I think it's down to the Bills and the Cowboys, honestly, at this point, really.
The thing about OBJ is he wants a long-term deal and a lot of money, so he doesn't want a one-year deal. So it's going to be to see if he's going to get that. And then I heard something about him not wanting to play in cold weather, so it would automatically be the Cowboys. The thing is, a lot of teams want him, so and Cowboys are going to get in a bidding war. So at this point, I don't necessarily know what's going to happen with OBJ. I know a lot of the players, Dax, CeeDee Lamb, and those guys, they want him on the team, but again, it's up to the front office, and if they're going to participate in a bidding war, and if it comes down to that, I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, and I mean, you might, at this point, if it does become a bidding war, the people that overpay, just like the Cleveland Browns overpaid for Deshaun Watson in the summer, same thing here. It might take for somebody to overpay. I'm giving maybe 3 years, $30 million, some shit like that. That might we'll see what happens. I mean,
and I heard he's coming off a knee injury, so you want to make sure he's good and clear. But
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see what happens there for sure.
Yep, something to keep an eye on. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with Odell Beckham. That's really.
It's okay, Blaze. It's okay.
Yeah. He was messing around. He didn't know you were a Cowboys fan, but he apologizes.
No, it's all good.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay, and then last week, this was like crazy game, Chargers and Falcons. I'll try and be brief as we go ahead and move on to next week's game. So basically, I summed this game with that last possession here. The Chargers, they had the ball, and then all of a sudden, they fumbled it, and the Falcons recovered it, and then all of a sudden, the Falcons, they're going to try and get in position to win after recovering the fumble. They decided to fumble the ball away too and get back to the Chargers. The Chargers get a field goal range, kick a game-winning field goal. That the whole sequence was crazy, but it's just typical Atlanta stuff at this point. It's just I just feel bad for Falcons fans.
Yeah, man.
The Chargers, they got a much needed win.
Yeah, the Chargers got most needed win. Falcons, I mean, they're a mess. They got like that false hope in the beginning, but now, man, the way they looked last night, Marcus Miller looked horrendous. Yeah, I think Buccaneers, if they can get healthy and figure it out, they're probably going to win that division, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there for sure, man.
Steelers fans aren't supposed to like Cowboys fans, but he knows Steelers are. Yeah, the Steelers are terrible this year, too. Yeah, they get it.
I know a Steelers fan, definitely, for sure. It's definitely a rivalry between both of them.
Trying to figure out if Kenny Pickett can be the franchise quarterback or not. But anyways, yeah, let's move on to the next one, man.
Next game, Bills Jets.
Wow.
Apparently, Josh Allen can't beat teams in his own division. That's the main thing I took away from it. And the worst thing is on that last drive, he got hurt, and then he threw a long pass, and it seemed like everything was okay. But the Jets, they pull off the upset like the Dolphins did, and they beat the Bills. And obviously, I'm going to be concerned about Josh Allen's Murray in that one.
Yep.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. My gut feeling is he's probably not going to play against the Vikings.
No, there's talks.
Not necessarily be happy for me, but like I said, the Bills should be caring more about his long-term health and if he's good to go or if he's going to play with him being hurt. And they're trying to keep it close to the vest, but we don't necessarily know if he's going to play or not.
Yeah, they're saying 3 weeks, I think. They got the Lions and the Bears coming up. So they're saying if you're going to miss the Vikings game, you might as well also miss the Lions and the Bears game and then get fully healthy because they got the Patriots and the Jets and the Dolphins coming up again pretty soon here at the back end.
Yeah, unless he's going to, they could have for them, but this game I don't know if they're gonna play him this game and then let him rest the next few games. I don't know if that's what they're gonna do, but yeah, we'll see. But if not, it's gonna be Case Keenum and Stephon Diggs against their former team in Buffalo.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's a report out there that it might be a 3-week rest plan to get them back for the divisional games late in the year. But we'll see. At least TJ Watt coming back could help, but no tanking in Pittsburgh. Doi, doi, doi. Yeah, we'll see. I think Mike Tomlin, right? He's got that streak that he's been over 500 or at least at 500. So this could possibly be the first one. So yeah, definitely no tanking. Definitely no tanking for the Mike Tomlin Steelers.
Watt is gonna help, and they obviously play. They play the Saints this week coming off the bye. So
yep. All right.
Get into that game.
Next game.
So the interesting one is we had a third game with the final score of 20-17 as the Vikings. They beat the Commanders, and the Commanders they were close to pulling off this upset. They just couldn't get it done. The Vikings they get another close win against division rival, and Washington, it seemed like before Taylor Heineke, their season was over, but Taylor Heineke was trying to keep it alive. And if they want to make the playoffs in the NFC, this is kind of a win they kind of tried to have this deal, and they just couldn't get it done with Kirk Cousins playing against this former team.
Yep, it was a close game, but at the end, the Vikings won with a field goal. Vikings are kind of like the Eagles in a way where, the Eagles have a weak schedule, where the Vikings, they don't necessarily have a weak schedule, but they're looking at assuming Josh Allen does not play, this will be the 4th time this year they play the backup quarterback. So maybe they're not as good as we thought. We'll see what happens, but that's something to look at, the Vikings. They have, 7 wins this year, but 3 of them have been with backups.
Let's that's definitely something. Would have been interesting to see how they would have done against Tua. Not trying to look ahead, but after this game this week against the Bills, they do play against the Cowboys, so that game will be interesting as well.
Yep. Let's look at some comments here. 18 years in a row. Yeah, no losing seasons, but they will have a losing season this year. It's okay. Do you think the Eagles are for real? I know they are undefeated, but the schedule has been pretty. Yes, I'm not buying it either. Blaze.
Just want to address some things. Here's the thing about that I find really funny. People been saying the Eagles' schedule is easy. They weren't expecting to go 8-0 and stuff. But again, who predicted for the Philly Eagles to go 8-0? Because I necessarily didn't, and things like that. And obviously, easy schedules. You can only play it on your schedule. They don't exist because if it was so easy, then how come the Bills as for example, they lose to teams like the Dolphins and the Jets? If there's easy schedules, you got to take and stuff like that. So props to the Eagles for that.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a stat out there too that the final team who's always undefeated, it's 1-14 in the last 15 years when it comes to winning Super Bowls. So I don't know. I think if healthy, the 49ers and Tampa Buccaneers are the teams in the NFC, but we'll see. Maybe the Cowboys too, right, with that defense. We'll see.
I'm not going to necessarily say anything about the Cowboys in the playoffs yet. I'm just focused on regular season. Close for the playoffs if they make it and get first, obviously.
All right,
let's talk about playoffs with them right now.
You said it. Philly's schedule is tough so far. Has not been tough, but props to Philly winning all the games. That's all they can do. Exactly what.
Facts.
3 wins against backups. Great stat. And yeah, same thing right there. I was looking at that Big Wood. 3 of those wins are against backup quarterback for the Vikings. I was looking at. Let's see here. Exactly. What? Oh, exactly. Cowboys. Factor. They don't pick the games. It's not their fault. Exactly. It's not like college, right? Where you pick the out of conference games.
No.
Yeah. It's here.
Usually rotate games and stuff. And being honest, to be honest, the whole NFC East this year, they're playing the AFC South. So those are 4 games right there. That division isn't doing well, and they're playing the NFC North, where it doesn't have some good teams this year.
Yeah.
Well, except for the Vikings right now. So. That's mainly who they're playing. Obviously, within their own division, I didn't expect the NFC East to be this good. But what do you know? But yeah, that definitely explains that for sure.
People knock Jimmy G, but he keeps winning when he starts. Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He's not like top 10, but he's definitely serviceable. If you put a lot of talent around him, a good offensive line, a good running game, a good defense, he could definitely help you win a bunch of games.
Definitely. Oh, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that. I thought he was trying to spell Zach. I'm like, what? All right, let's continue.
We'll go ahead and continue. So, Panthers, Bengals last week. Joe Mixon had a career game. It was insane, crazy. He had 55 plus points of fantasy, and if you were going against him and he lost, sorry about that. It is what it is. But the Bengals, they just dominated the Panthers, and the Panthers, they put in Mason Mayfield. P.J. Walker didn't do good against this game, and the Panthers garbage time touchdown. So. The Bengals got back on track in this game and got a much needed win as they headed into their bye week, which is this week.
Yep, great win for the Bengals after getting their ass whooped versus the Browns. Mix was fantastic, and we'll see. I think they got to get Ja'Marr Chase healthy again, and once they get him, they can get rolling. Once they get him, they can get rolling with Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase. They can get rolling. Joe Mixon doing well, but if you are a girl, don't get it. Oh yeah, he's got that whole thing. That was a few years ago. I think he's done a good job of behaving since then. That was back in what, 2017?
Yeah, around before he got drafted or something.
That was like 5 years ago. Yeah, he's done a good job of fixing himself since that situation. Yeah. But yeah, that was still a bad situation for sure.
Definitely. So the next game we have here is the Raiders and Jaguars. As far as the Raiders, they had a lead in this game and they let the Jaguars come back. That's definitely embarrassing for sure. Their disappointing season continues, and the Jaguars, they just found a way to pull out this game and get a victory. But definitely disappointing the Raiders and everything they're trying to do this season. They're 2-6 then. They really needed that win, but they just couldn't get it done after the week before they got shut out by the Saints.
How about the freaking Blake Martinez retiring after that game? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that says a lot about the Raiders. He's like, I don't want to play you guys for the rest of the season.
I mean, that's crazy. The fact he retired after that game, that says a lot about the Raiders, man. Jesus Christ. Dolphins Super Bowl contender? I think so, but there's better teams out there like the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs. But I mean, there's a chance, dude. I feel like Tua Tagovailoa has taken a huge leap this year. It could be possible because, sometimes I feel like they might have a more explosive offense than the Chiefs, right? With Jalen Waddle and freaking Tyreek Hill and even Mike Krzyzewski. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man, if you guys play better defense, run the ball. It's possible you guys make it, man. I would not be surprised, man. We'll see what happens, man. Speaking of the Raiders, who do you think will have a better game this weekend, Carr or Herbert? I'm going to go with Herbert. Carr, I'm very disappointed in Carr, man. He, look at, I just said it. Look at Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Hurts. Look, they got their weapons, and they're thriving. And this idiot, with the weapons he has, he can't do nothing. No, I'm done with Derek Carr. And now, worse news. Dylan Waller, and freaking Hunter Renfrow out for like a month. They are screwed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and answer that question for you. So in terms of answering it, I'll definitely say Justin Herbert, definitely with what he's doing and things like that, with better record than the Raiders. But also, to win last week with all these injuries, they didn't have Keenan Allen, they didn't have Mike Williams. Palmer and Carter, they definitely stepped up, and Austin Eckler, great back, he stepped up as well too. So I'm definitely going to say that on the Raiders. Definitely disappointing. You paid Derek Carr all this money. He isn't doing much. You traded for Devontae Adams. He's trying his best, but not much is going on there. And especially Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow. For them to now be on injured reserve is definitely sad. And, I honestly think for the Raiders that this is becoming a lost season for them.
Yeah, but I don't think they can fire the coach. They can't fire the coach back-to-back years. That would be a terrible look.
No. They can't. They just got rid of Gruden because of the whole.
Yeah. You can't afford back-to-back firing head coaches. That's just embarrassing. They're gonna have to stick it with Josh McDaniels for at least a few more years, probably.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I think the Raiders have a better matchup against the Colts, but the Chargers, they're playing better this season. They go against the top 9 seed. But yeah, I'm gonna go with better quarterback than Justin Herbert.
Yeah, let's see here. Tyreek Hill is showing he wasn't just, yeah, exactly. Tyreek Hill's fantastic, man. If Dolphins make the Super Bowl, I'm running through the streets. Dude, that would be fantastic because you just had a few years ago, you had the Buccaneers win it, and now that the Dolphins, huge things for you over there being a Florida boy, Bigwood. I agree. Herbert should do better, but it's a fantasy football question. I have both. I need whoever has the best stats this week. It's tough. Herbert not putting up great numbers, but he's better. Yeah, Herbert, they have a bunch of injuries. Keenan Allen's in out of the lineup. They're missing the left tackle's hurt. The center's hurt. They lost the cornerback.
Left tackle Rashawn Slater.
Yeah, the center. I think the center's back, but he was out for a while. Yeah, they got a lot of injuries. Let's see if they can get more. They lost the left tackle in the corner, C.J. Jackson and J.C. Jackson. I beg you pardon, and Rashawn Slater for the whole year. But I think they're getting everybody else back. So let's see if they can figure out a way to play without the left tackle and without the cornerback. I think they should. And at least, contend for the playoffs because that's a coach that's going to get fired, I think, even though it's only been 2 years.
Brandon Staley, the Chargers don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, he's going to get fired.
Especially after what happened last year against the Raiders.
Especially with the rumors that Sean Payton would be really interested in that job if it becomes available, the Chargers. So
yeah, everybody's interested in Sean Payton apparently too, including the Cowboys. So everybody wants him here.
The Cowboys, I think, are fine, though. I mean, I think as long as they keep that defense intact and then, just keep a respectable offense, I think they'll be fine. If I have to predict, I think Brandon Staley gets fired and the Chargers hire Sean Payton, but that's just me.
I could see that happening for sure, but that's just offseason. But yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is a lot of teams will want him as far as the Cowboys if that job becomes open. I'm just saying there were rumors in offseason that they want him, but if that happens, we'll address it. But just wanted to bring it up that a lot of teams are interested in him for sure.
All right, let's go to the next game, Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah, next game we have Dolphins and Bears. That was a great game last week. The Bears, they unfortunately lost a close one to the Dolphins, but Justin Fields, he played really well in this game. I like what he did with the Tua and the Dolphins. They came up. They just beat him by 3 points. A very good job by Justin Fields.
Yeah, man, I'm very Justin Fields is starting to figure it out. I think that's why they went out and almost like, okay, let's see what you really got, and went out and get Chase Claypool for him, Darnell Mooney. I think they got the running games right with David Montgomery and even Khalil Herbert. They got a nice team all of a sudden, and maybe next year they got to go get more offensive linemen, maybe more receivers, a tight end, and maybe. Yeah. Next year might be the year for the Bears, especially if the Packers are not going to be good anymore. Maybe they can compete with the Vikings for the division next year if they get better talent, especially on the offense.
They could take a Dolphins-type leap next
Yep, they could. I've been saying that. I'm like, they should do what the Dolphins and the Eagles did. The Bears should do that next year, honestly, man. Because I feel like if Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts have been able to be successful, I think Justin Herbert, if you surround them with better talent, he should also be able to be successful, honestly.
Exactly, for sure. And also, speaking of Chase Claypool, I'm pretty sure a team like the Packers can use him. But in terms of Darren Waller, this just came to my mind. Apparently, the Packers were interested in him, but they apparently dodged a bullet because I didn't even know on this week Darren Waller was on IR. So imagine the Packers trading for somebody, and then he gets on IR. He might have failed to see the close. They tried to get that there, but that's kind of the whole situation. They tried to trade for a tight end, and I thought they're going to trade for a wide receiver. They wanted some other guys, but yeah, just definitely crazy that they tried to trade for Waller. But
yeah,
he's obviously good when healthy, but yeah, he's just not there right now.
Yeah, a lot of supposedly a lot of trades were negotiating. They couldn't get it done. Brendan Cook to the Cowboys, Brendan Cook to the Packers. A bunch of shit was supposedly talked about that couldn't get done.
Which explains why they're interested in OBJ because
Yep.
they go this offseason. But anyway, we'll go into the next game and the Cardinals. This is embarrassing. How do you let the Seahawks sweep you 2 times in the season? This game went at home. You had to win, but you let Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, and them come into your building and beat you. It's definitely just embarrassing, and they need to find a way to get back on track this week.
Yeah.
What I expected.
I mean, that's crazy how they were projected to be last in the division and they may actually fucking win it. Let's see if like the I don't know. They might win it, man. They're what? They're 6-3. I don't know. They got the Buccaneers this week, but I mean, they might beat the Buccaneers. I think Seahawks all of a sudden might go from last to first. Jesus Christ.
They might. We'll see what happens. They might.
Let's see here. Chase Claypool is a heck of a talent, but he needs to get his head right in the locker room. Just needs to grow up. He will be. Yeah, he only had 2 catches, but he's still trying to figure out the offense probably.
Yeah. Definitely remember some of the stuff that he did on the Steelers.
Yeah. And even when he was in college at Notre Dame, he was good. Brandon Cooks was sad he didn't get traded. Yeah, he sat out the Texans last game. He was pissed. What up, San Francisco Niners? Welcome to the How you doing, man? Crazy season with Jets, Dolphins, Seahawks, Vikings all playing so well. Good for them. Geno Smith, geez, who would have? Dude, Geno Smith, man, that's crazy, man, what he's doing, man. That is, and I saw a lot of flashes when he was at the West Virginia. I was sort of like surprised he sucked in with the Jets. Because, yeah, I saw him put up like 40, 50 points in a bunch of games in college. I'm like, this guy can play. But, yeah, he couldn't figure out with the Jets. Then he was a backup on the Giants. And now finally getting a chance to really thrive in Seattle with Pete Carroll and them boys.
Yeah, the case with Geno Smith is definitely very interesting. He definitely wasn't put in some good situations with the Jets and Giants. And all of a sudden last year, he's the back of Geno Smith, Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, and he played okay. And I guess it was good enough apparently because the Seahawks, they came out here and traded for a lot of picks to help be able to improve their team. And obviously, it's definitely made a huge difference. So Geno Smith, he's definitely playing well, even playing better than Drew Lock. I thought going into the season that they might have Drew Lock be the starter, but no, Geno Smith, he's playing better than Drew Lock. So props to Geno Smith.
Yeah, he's been fantastic this year. Might win the most improved player award. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's gonna win. I think it's a lock. He's gonna win the most.
I think it's comeback player of the year, not most improved. That's NBA.
Oh, okay, yeah, but the same. Okay. All right. Geno Smith just goes to show you someone you just need to be on the right team and the right system. Yes, exactly, man. Exactly. Same thing with Mahomes. Who knows if he would have been this good if he went to one of the best.
He went to the Chiefs.
Offensive coordinator, offensive-minded coaches, and Andy Reid. So yeah, that's and there's a reason too, right? Geno Smith wasn't even that high of a prospect. Mahomes was not even that big of a prospect. Remember, the 2 prospects that year was Deshaun Watson and frickin' Mitchell Trubisky. And the 2 guys that saw Geno Smith were Andy Reid and Sean Payton. Sean Payton couldn't draft him, right? He was too low. But supposedly, if Andy Reid would have not chosen him, Sean Payton. So that just goes to show you too there's levels to these coaches when they're able to spot talent. They were the only ones that really saw it, Andy Reid and Sean Payton. Everybody else was focused on Mitchell Trubisky and Deshaun Watson. Let's see here. And people were saying Pete Carroll was old, and exactly, man, exactly. That's another thing too. Pete Carroll also showing people he can still coach.
Did we get to the comment about surround Robert with better talent? He came into the league with Pro Bowl Calvin Ward season already. Okay, here's my thing about the Chargers. They have the players and stuff, but unfortunately, they're guys that can't stay healthy. I think they're just one of those teams where the guys definitely do need to find a way to stay healthy, and I think they can definitely compete. But that's just definitely not the case. They're just one of those injury-riddled type of teams.
Yeah, to me, yeah, they've always been like that, even since the Phillip Rivers years. They just always get hurt. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. And they even switched cities and they still can't figure it out, man. But yeah, no, I think I love his talent. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Akers, the running back. I think the problem is they keep getting defensive-minded coaches. Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn. They gotta go out and get an offensive mind coach. Like I said, Sean Payton. They it's just not working out for them, man. Outside of like Bill Belichick and maybe Mike Tomlin, these defensive-minded coaches are just not doing good anymore, man. You gotta go out and get an offensive mind coach. You have to if you're the Chargers. Yeah, the talent is fine. It's the coaching staff to me that's a problem. They got to go back. I mean, shit, man. At this point, you might even have freaking hire Nerve Turner.
I don't think the Chargers.
No. But I'm just saying, with what they had with fucking Anthony Lynn, Mike McCoy, Brandon Staley, I'm like, you might as well freaking go hire Nerve Turner again if you're gonna hire all these coaches.
Maybe they need someone like a Mike McDaniel, like the Dolphins got.
Exactly. You either go get another Mike McDaniels or another Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay. Exactly. Or you go out and freaking go get Sean Payton. Yeah.
Even somebody like the Eagles hired Nick Sirianni. He was a Colts OC.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, exactly. You go hire a young offensive-minded coach, or you go hire Sean Payton. But you cannot keep hiring these freaking defensive-minded coaches, man. It's just not working out.
Yeah. The thing about these defense-minded coaches, you have to have really good offensive coordinators.
Yeah, it's just not outside of Mike Tomlin and Bill Belichick. And look at the Bills too. The Bills with Sean McDermott, they can't run the ball. Like they're only one-dimensional. The Bills. So even I look at Sean McDermott, I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Maybe you're even kind of struggling because you can't figure out the running game. So yeah, you got to get an offensive-minded coach in today's NFL. You got to get an offensive-minded coach. Let's see some of these comments.
How long are these shows?
We don't an hour probably, right? Probably, but we.
Yeah, around an hour, so yeah, it depends. But yeah, this is the first one on YouTube, so it might be.
We got more crowd. We're not used to having to stop for the chat. We usually, we're actually just doing the show without stopping. So this is the first time we have to like read the chat and take all these breaks in between the segments. Imagine Mahomes on the Panthers complete. Oh yeah, no. Who was the coach when he? Yeah, Ron Rivera. Yeah, no way. I know it's a football show, but college hoops start. No, Blaze. I'm not into.
I think it was not.
Not until February, Blaze. Not into Phil. I'm barely into an NBA, honestly. I've only watched maybe like 3 to 5 NBA games.
We'll maybe consider going into basketball once.
Yeah. But yeah, I've only watched like a handful of NBA games. Forget about college basketball.
I do as well too. It's the Chargers. Yeah, it's the offensive. Yeah, it's injuries. Yeah, and it's offensive. Yeah.
I feel bad for Chargers with the injuries are just even since the flicking Phillip Rivers days they've been getting hurt. Yeah. It's an offensive league, exactly. Or Jeff Saturday. What? So Jeff Saturday, I think Jim Irsay is trying to copy what the Titans are doing with Mike Vrabel, right? He's trying to hire a former player. That's what he doesn't want the analytics coach. He wants old school football. Run the defense, play defense. Run the football, play defense. I think he's trying to copy the Titans with Mike Vrabel. The difference is Mike Vrabel was a defensive coordinator with the Patriots and the Texans before he got hired. That's a difference. But we'll see, man. Yeah.
So hopefully it helps them out.
Yeah, exactly. At least fix the offensive line, fucking Jeff Saturday. Let's see these comments. I enjoy this show with guests. Cowboy and the chat and stuff like this show I keep up with. Yeah, Blaze. That's what I do figure out that co-hosts are the way to go, maybe. It's just hard to find people, man. But I mean, I have 2 shows now. I have this show with Cowboy Factory, and then I have a wrestling show with Colby on Sundays. Now, the one with Colby, we film it because we film it on Sunday nights, and then it airs on Mondays. But yeah, man. So right now, yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of working with other people, but it's just it can be hard sometimes to work with other people. But thankfully, Cowboys in Dallas, Colby's in Missouri, so we do have the same time slots. So it's not with memorabilia. It was a little bit harder because he's in the West Coast. But yeah, let's see here. I enjoy
The show.
loving the show. Gotta get better audio for. Yeah, and it was even worse. It was.
Using Bluetooth earlier, but hopefully you can
It was even worse, Bigwood.
Hopefully you can hear me better now.
To me, the plan might have to go to StreamYard in the future. That might have to be the plan. StreamYard.
I don't mind StreamYard.
I think that's gonna have to be the plan in the future.
Do
StreamYard.
that.
And but yeah, I this was the best we could do. This was the best we could do. And yeah, we might have to go to StreamYard in the future for these.
We'll have it set up StreamYard. I think it'll still be CEs. We'll see about my end.
Yeah. It's fine.
We'll do it on CEs next week to the StreamYard.
Yeah. Let's see here. Did you think of going back to StreamYard for this? Could have been better. Yes, Blaze, but he does not have StreamYard. And remember what I told you about I struggle with the password. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes with StreamYard. It keeps asking me to sign up every time, so that's it. But I just gotta like plan ahead and be ready, set up everything on time.
Yeah, or maybe if Colby or something has, we can use that. I don't know.
I have the StreamYard. It makes me sign up every time. I don't know why. It sucks, man. I told my dad, I'm like, we're gonna have to like maybe write the password and the email on the frickin' wall, so then I can at least I don't have to look for it. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't mind possibly getting StreamYard. I don't know if it'll be on your channel how it'll work.
It'll probably be on mine because we're getting a nice fandom here, so we might have to be on mine.
I'll look into the StreamYard and stuff, just something more detailed, and I'll look into it and get it so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes, it's gonna be every Friday at 6:00. We could move it around. It's gonna depend too on what's on TV. Right now, I think the best basketball games are not until 8:00, 9:00. So we might move it around, but we're gonna try to keep it at 6:00.
Yeah, we start 6:15 today, so we have some more time.
Yeah. We because we did talk about moving it at night. That's another thing. We move maybe like at 11 or 12 o'clock. I just don't know if he's available at night. But that might be another possibility. Just do it at night instead of doing my late night hangout. Just doing this show. But again, I gotta see if he's available at nights.
Yeah, for me, I like this time, but we'll see for sure.
Yeah.
And I will try to do it every Friday.
You don't? Do you work on Saturdays or no?
No, I don't.
Okay, so then if we move it to Friday nights, you wouldn't have to worry about getting up.
Friday, yeah, we can do Friday night. Depends, yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
If one I do, but yeah, this time works. Put a note on the fridge. Yeah,
on the fridge, dude. I need it in front of my computer. On StreamYard, you can stream on both channels, yours and Cowboy. When you set it up, you can. Memorabilia used to do that. He used to do both his and mine. I don't know how to do that, but we might have to do that. We might have to.
I'll definitely consider doing that, but if I get it, what we'll do is we'll.
Freaking Cowboy, man. You gotta be the producer, man, because I'm a pendejo, man.
I can look into StreamYard for sure.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is we can do it on yours and see how that goes, and I'll look into doing it on mine.
All right.
Sure.
Or like Blaze said, if we figure out the format where we can do it on both channels, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll look into that for my channel and stuff. We'll see. I haven't done anything there. We'll see. But yeah, definitely want to go ahead and finish recapping these and then get our.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up, man.
Yeah, for sure. So, quick note: Rams and Bucks. Just want to say Tom Brady another game-winning drive, and it's just an embarrassing season for the Rams again to lose another game.
Yeah, the Rams outside of they don't have a running game. outside of Cooper Kupp, they don't have receivers. Allen Robinson has been a disaster. Van Jefferson's not working out. Yeah, I don't even know if he's gonna want to go there though. He's gonna probably want to go somewhere else.
No, I can't blame him either.
Yeah, no, that team is done, man. I think that the Rams and the Packers, for some reason, this year is just not. I don't know what is going on. I do kind of get it with the Packers because I really think that they just missed Devontae Adams. But with the Rams, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, the only guy that, they lost the left tackle, Andrew Whitworth, but do they miss him that much? It's amazing. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely is. So we'll go ahead and finish recap these next two. We definitely are close on that time. It's Titans and Chiefs, and the Titans, they're up early with 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, but again, they just blew another just past Mahomes, and they definitely missed Adrian Brown, who was tweeting that nobody can get open, and the Titans receiver, they're struggling, and they got into overtime, and the Chiefs, they're able to pull out and win, but there for the Titans, they had this game, they needed one more touchdown or field goal to seal it, and they just couldn't get it done. So, embarrassing for the Titans. They put up a good fight, but again, they definitely missed Ryan Tannehill. They definitely missed Trey Offense. But
yeah,
looking like trading Adrian Brown wasn't the best idea for them. The Eagles are happy they traded him away.
Man, I said it on my one of my podcasts, I think, or maybe my video on TikTok. I'm like, you might as well just freaking put Derrick Henry on their center because. What was it, like only 5 passes for like 50 yards Malik Willis completed? He is terrible. I still think there's hope, but wow, does he need to work on his... They got to work with him on the passing game, man. Jesus Christ. But yeah, shout out to that Tennessee, Derrick Henry and that defense, man, for the fact they took them to overtime with just freaking the quarterback completing like 5 passes. Huge shout out to Mike Vrabel on that team for taking them to the limit, despite being very limited at the quarterback position. Rams sold their soul for a ring just like the Lakers. Now they're paying for it. They could be, man. And there's reports that Sean McVay's going to retire once this generation of Rams is done, of Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Once they either retired or leave the Rams, then he's just going to be retired. We'll see, man. Yeah.
Yeah, along with Aaron Donald, too.
Yep. Exactly. Aaron Donald said the same thing. At this point, he's like year to year. Yeah, so that team, man, Jesus Christ. And I think that's part of it, too, right? I think Sean McVay is like, damn. Like, once all these guys get older and they leave or they retired, we're going to be toast with all the fucking draft picks. So I think he's looking at the Lakers situation and he's like, I'm not trying to do that shit. I'm going to bounce out of here once these freaking players get older and leave. I think that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, quickly want to say for both those teams, it was worth it. Them going all in, they want a title, but obviously they're paying their repercussions of going off.
Exactly. And I mean, because, maybe that's would have been the difference, right? They lost their left tackle, Andrew Whitworth. They would have freaking gotten one in the first round. That would have been their end. That would have fixed everything because that's their main problem. Their offensive line. They can't pass protect. They can't run the football, and because they can't run the football, they're one dimensional. Yeah, that could have been it right there. They would have had their first round pick. They would have gotten Andrew Whitworth's replacement at left tackle in the draft. I think Packers will beat Eagles. Do stop the win stream. What? The Packers to beat the Eagles? Yeah, maybe we'll see. Malik Willis is a very bad passer. Yeah, the Rams might be fucked, man. That's why I'm thinking Sean McVay's looking at the Lakers and like, that's gonna be us in the future. It might already be us. I'm out of here. Because, there's no hope. Unless they trade. No, they can't even trade. They don't have draft picks. Unless they sign a left tackle in free agency, they're fucked. All right, let's go to the next. Let's talk about the.
All right, so the last game we're going to go ahead and recap is Ravens and Saints. Off to say the Ravens, they played well in this game, but they beat a Saints team who they don't have their draft pick and it belongs to Eagles, and the Ravens, they did a very good job, and they got a nice win heading into their bye.
Yeah, the freaking Saints didn't have neither Jarvis Landry and Michael Thomas. Lamar Jackson, I think he was missing Mark Andrews, but still won the game. It should have been 26-6. That final touchdown was kind of the Ravens thought he stepped out of bounds and he didn't, so he just scored. Nobody tackled him. But yeah, very boring Monday Night Football game. Alvin Kamara, man, Jesus Christ, only 30 rushing yards, I think. He did terrible. The Saints got to go get a quarterback. Probably they got to go out and get a quarterback. And another thing is Michael Thomas might be freaking done. I think the last 3 years have been terrible for Michael Thomas, man. I think he missed all of 2021. He only played like 3 games in 2022. Yeah, they're done. I think that's why they got Chris Olive in the draft, because they knew Michael Thomas was done.
Yeah, Michael Thomas made a trade to you. Unfortunately, because of that trade, they don't have their own first. So,
Yep.
But yeah, any other comments before we go ahead and get our picks?
Let's see here. Eagles have next games: Washington, Indianapolis, Green Bay, Tennessee, Giants, Bears, Cowboys. Dude, I think Washington. I think a close game, but they win it. Indianapolis, no, they're a mess. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. Tennessee, Giants. Tennessee and Giants, man. We'll see, man. Kamara getting gear. I have you in fantasy football. Yeah, only like 30 rushing yards, I think, for Kamara. He didn't do a good job either of trying to help out Andy Dalton. But yeah, let's move on to
Yeah, we'll quickly go ahead and the game this week, Falcons, Panther. Crazy, they could have almost swept the Falcons. They could have swept them.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota stinks, man. I bet they got to give Desmond Ridder a chance, man. Jesus Christ. That freaking play there where he's falling and he just throws it and it's intercepted. He got lucky he didn't get intercepted because they ruled him down. But what was that, man? Jesus Christ. The obviously PJ Walker not very good either. What saved him was Dante Foreman, the running back from Carolina, ran for like 130 yards. That was really what saved Carolina because both quarterbacks were trash.
Yeah. So if there's nothing else to comment, you want to go ahead and start with our picks?
A lot of good games in Week 10. Yes, Sonic. Let's start with Week 10 preview.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and start our picks here. Seahawks and Bucks. This game's going to be in Germany. And I'll actually start off here. I'm actually going to go with the Seahawks this week.
Me too. I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
They just got to win, but the Seahawks have been playing very well.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Either way, at worst, the Eagles looking at 15-2. Yeah, maybe Tennessee, the Cowboys. I'm assuming those will be the 2 losses, maybe Tennessee and Cowboys. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Next game we'll go into is Lions and Bears. Even though the Lions won last week, I'm gonna go with the Bears. This game's in Chicago, and the Bears they played very well last week, and I think this is the game Bears win.
I really like the way Justin Fields is playing lately. Give me the Bears at home.
All right, and then we have Browns and Dolphins. This is definitely going to be a very interesting game as well, too, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins. They've definitely been playing very well. However, the Browns are coming off the bye week. I wouldn't be surprised if they upset the Dolphins. I'm
going to go with the Dolphins. But yeah, Browns, man, they can hang on, man. Deshaun Watson coming back in what is this week?
11 against or 12 against the Texans.
So it's coming up. I think it's the final week, right? Yeah, it's coming up.
I think in a week or two, we'll see.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. That offense is crazy with Tua and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Let's see here.
And then we have. Do you have any comments?
I'm back with Red Zone this week. And hey, have fun with Red Zone, man. That's a fun. Seahawks over Bucks. Who the fuck saw that coming? Exactly, man. Jesus Christ. The NFC's so down this year. Like, it is so down. Everything. The Rams, Packers, Buccaneers. They're all down.
That's crazy.
Let's see what else we got.
Yeah, we're gonna go on next game.
Yeah.
Next one is Broncos and Titans. Man, this is.
I'm gonna go with the Tennessee.
It's a tough one to pick right now because I don't know if that Tennessee players.
I think he's playing. I think it's looking like he's playing. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. So I got Tennessee.
I'm honestly gonna go with Tennessee just because this game is
Okay.
What do you have the Broncos win this game?
Okay.
And then this game is really interesting here. Vikings and Bills. Bills have some players out. We don't know if Josh Allen's going to play. If not, it's going to be Case Keenum.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. They're 7-1. No way they're gonna lose to Case Keenum. Give me the Vikings.
Man, this for me is really kind of tough to pick with everything going on. I'm just going to go with the Vikings. Really good. I want to pick the Bills.
The Bills don't even have a running game. Like, what are they gonna do without Josh Allen? They might even get smacked.
Even if Josh Allen plays, I don't think it's going to be exactly 100%.
No,
I'm going to go with. That's why I'm going to go with the Vikings.
yeah.
But it would be embarrassing if the Vikings they somehow lose to Case Keenum.
This is where Sean McDermott's got to figure out a way. He should turn a negative into a positive. And if he misses the next 3 weeks, like it's being reported he might, this is where he's got to figure out how to get the running game going. And then when he comes back, it's a more balanced offense. That's what I would do if I was Sean McDermott. Try to use these 3 weeks to figure out the running game.
Definitely for sure. So we have Texans and Giants here. Giants coming off the bye week. I'm still going to go with the Giants.
I'm going to go,
Giants.
Giants.
This year they had a tough game against the Seahawks, but expected to bounce back. Again, the Texans are fighting, but I think they're obviously looking for the next year.
Yeah, give me the Giants. Let's see these comments. If Wilson doesn't play, the Broncos lose. But if Wilson plays, they still yeah. Let's see if they can look better after the bye week. But yeah.
We'll see. And then we have Jaguars and Chiefs. I'm not really going to say anything. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. However, what I will say is don't be surprised this is one of those games that the Chiefs could surprisingly lose because they did lose one against the Colts. But
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
All right. And our next game we have here is Saints and Steelers.
Where's it at? Pittsburgh or New Orleans?
Pittsburgh.
Damn, that's a
tough one.
Who's favorite? Pittsburgh? I might just go with the favorite.
Pittsburgh, apparently TJ Watt is going to come back.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh, whatever. They're at home. The cold weather's going to fuck New Orleans up. Give me Pittsburgh.
I'm honestly going to go with Pittsburgh as well, too, especially with TJ Watt coming back.
Yeah, he's going to be motivated to be back. They're going to hype to have TJ back. And Pittsburgh cold. Give me Pittsburgh. Is Michael Thomas out for the year? Jarvis Landry might be questionable again.
I think he's going to try and play, but yeah.
Alvin Kamara looked terrible last week. Give me the Pittsburgh.
All right. And then we have this game here, the Colts and Raiders. Funny, a few weeks ago, Jeff Sager, the analyst, saying the Raiders, they're not doing well. And obviously, he's playing against them. And obviously, would have been something if Frank Reich was coaching this game, because if it was, it would have been Frank Reich's job in the NFC. The Colts obviously hired, but he said no thanks to that job, and would have been interesting. But obviously now Jeff Saturday versus Josh McDaniels, this one's also tough to pick.
Isn't it going to be cold weather in Pittsburgh? I thought it is.
I'm talking about Colts and Raiders.
Colts and Raiders. Fuck. Where's it at?
Las Vegas, but yeah, the cold weather is in Pittsburgh, yes.
Damn. Raiders, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either for this one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the home team, the Raiders. When I don't know, I just pick the home team.
I'm only gonna go with the Raiders because they're the better team, but I'm not gonna be surprised if the Colts somehow get their first win.
They gotta be pissed too after what happened last week. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Yeah, same here. Oh, the Saints are favored. Sonic Boom didn't know that, so I guess we're taking an upset.
Yeah. I don't know about that cold weather over there for the Pittsburgh for the Saints. All right.
Yeah. And then this is an important game for both these teams. Cardinals and Rams, both teams are having very bad teams.
Ooh.
This game is in LA. It's gonna be interesting.
Fuck, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, man.
Most questionable to play, and they're gonna be game time decisions. So it might not be Matthew Stafford versus Kyler Murray.
Oh my God, that's right. Both of them are. What a shit show this is gonna turn out to be. All right, I'm gonna take the Cardinals, but oh wow, this.
I really don't know what to pick with both these quarterbacks in question.
Yeah, both of them are quite. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, but who knows what the hell's gonna happen? Yeah, exactly. Toss a coin up. Exactly, Sonic.
Man, yeah. This one's also really tough as well too. I wanna go with Cardinals. Most of these teams have been disappointing. John Wolford is the Rams backup if he plays. This one's a toss up. I honestly don't know. This might be the first game we both disagree with. Steve. I honestly don't know. I'm honestly just might go different with you both.
You're gonna take with the home team.
Just because it's a home game, but honestly, both these teams are disappointing. So that's our first
Yeah.
game we both disagree on.
This is one where we should probably
really don't know.
we should probably not gonna get our answer of until probably Sunday before the game starts to see what the injuries.
Kinda should.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, Matthew Stafford played and Kyler Murray's out, then honestly, I think the Rams are going to win. But if Kyler Murray plays and Matthew Stafford's out, then the Cardinals are going to
Exactly.
win. So we're looking off what we know right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going with the home team. But the good news, though, is hopefully this game is better during this time. And the 325 game, we have Cowboys and Packers. I'm going to go with the Cowboys, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers they get something together. And because Aaron Rodgers, they said they just need one win to get their season back on track. But again, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, again, cold weather, but I don't care. I'm going with the Cowboys. They're a better team, offensively, defensively, better balance. Give me the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, the Packers, they have a lot of guys with injuries. They lost their cornerback.
Aaron Jones is questionable, I think, right?
And Gary, yeah.
Yeah.
Packers had a lot of injuries, but yeah, I think this is the game.
Oh yeah, Gary, the defensive player. I think he tore his ACL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Sonic Boom said I got the Rams and you got the Cowboys. Okay, I respect that.
Okay.
So we both agree on that, Sonic.
All right.
And then we have our last two games here. Going to go as Chargers. We got Chargers and Niners, and this is going to be the Sunday night game.
It's in San Francisco.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the Niners.
Man, I want to go with the Chargers, but I'm just going to go with the Niners. The Chargers, they have a bunch of injuries and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think this is a game. Debo is going to be back this time and play for Niners. They're just going to do it now for a game for Chargers. I think this is a game where they're going to miss Mike Williams the key now.
Give me the 49ers.
So I got the Niners in that game too.
Put Jordan Love in the game. That'll be hilarious. That's something they talked about. If they continue to lose in December, they're gonna put Jordan Love in. I heard that.
Do that if the Packers are eliminated from the playoffs, but as of now they aren't. We can definitely go ahead and go into the playoff picture, see sports before we go after this next game.
If they fall to maybe like 3-8, 3-9, 3-10, they're definitely gonna start Jordan Love. Yeah.
And then we have Commanders and Eagles at our last game. I'm just gonna go with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. It could be like the last game where the Texans gave them problems, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Yeah, no Carson was gonna be Taylor Heineke, but I still think he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any comments before we go ahead and wrap up the show by talking about the playoff picks?
Sonic's going with the Chargers, and yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon. So last.
We're gonna quickly go over the playoff picture because I know it's coming around the corner, and we'll go ahead and talk into that. As it's already week 10, so just want to definitely get it. So as of today, the playoff end today in the NFC. So you have the number 1 seed equal to 8-0, 19-7 and 2 seed. Seahawks 6-3 at the 3 seed, 4-5 at the 4 seed. Cowboys the 5th seed, the first wild card 6-2. Giants is 6 seed at 6-2 for the 6-2 for the 6 seed. And 7 seed, the Niners at 4-4. And other teams in the hunt is the Commanders, Falcons, Rams, Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Bears, and Panthers and Lions. So there are some teams obviously in the hunt and below. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But there's definitely going to be interesting to see how the NFC plays out. But I could definitely see these teams making the playoffs, but again, we'll see what happens for the NFC.
Yeah, man, we'll see, man. Right now it would be what the Bills and the Eagles will get the bye weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
The Bills, they have the first seed, yup.
All right.
Because they have 1 tiebreaker over the Chiefs, 2 seed, and the Ravens 3. Packers are the 4 seed, Jets 5, Dolphins 6.
Okay.
Chargers 7, and then there's Patriots, Bengals, Colts, Browns, Broncos, Jaguars, Raiders, Steelers, Texans. There's teams in the hunt. So that is like the playoff picture for a day, but I definitely think it could look different in Week 17. But just wanted to go ahead and talk about the playoff pickers, as well as the teams that are in the playoffs at the start today. But it could definitely change with a lot of these injuries and things like that for sure. But definitely wanted to go over that for sure. So with that being said, Steve, did you have anything else you wanted to say before we go ahead and wrap up the show?
Nah, man. Let me see these final comments. Eagles, Chargers. CM throwing for 3 TDs. Christian McCaffrey throwing for 3 TDs with 3 sacks, a pick 6, and game winning. Hell, he's saying Christian McCaffrey's gonna be the quarterback. Jesus Christ. We are Commanders. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. 9-0 Eagles. We'll see, Sonic. Hopefully, we'll see.
All right.
All right, guys.
With that being said, you guys, our show definitely want to continue on YouTube, but thank you guys so much for tuning in.
All right, guys. So we will be here on Fridays, 6 o'clock.
On 6.
We might move it. It depends what's going on with the sports world. Because, well, we didn't even take that long. An hour and 5 minutes. All right. So I thought we took longer. So yeah, we'll see. Thank you, Blaze. I appreciate. All right, guys. I might set out the hangout tonight just because I don't want to. I don't want to spam people. I already did a 30-minute or 25-minute video earlier today. This is gonna be an hour long. I don't know if I want to. I think we already kind of burned out everything. How about instead we just watch SmackDown, chill for tonight, and then maybe tomorrow we can talk about wrestling.
Just let us know, and we'll see about that. If you want to make it short, now you can.
Yo, definitely. I'm gonna go. If I go on, it's gonna be. That's what I'm thinking, an hour. I'm going to get off. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. But I don't know, guys, because I'm already kind of already second video today. And they're long videos. Like, this is an hour long. The other one was 30 minutes long. Let's see these comments. 1 hour plus. Yes, 1 hour and 6 minutes. Awesome, Xiao.
Yeah, we're trying to stick to an hour.
Yeah, man. Maybe that's what I'll do, Sonic. I'll come in tomorrow and we can talk about the fights too, the boxing fights, and the UFC fights. So maybe I'll just sit out. Maybe I'll just sit out tonight, and then come back again on Saturday night. We can talk about everything that happened tonight and Saturday, and college football too. So that's maybe what I'll do, guys. I'm gonna sit out probably tonight, and I'll be back on. Unless I'm super bored, and then I'll be back on Saturday night. But yeah, guys. Thank you for joining me, Cowboy. And until next time, we're out like a light.
All right, guys. Peace.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.